How well do you know the Bible? Here's 10 Bible quiz questions to test your knowledge. You'll have 10 seconds to record your answers, and we'll give you the answers at the end. You're going to hear 10 quotes from some famous Bible characters, but who said them and who were they talking to? You'll hear the quote, and then you need to answer 2 questions. Who is speaking, and who are they speaking to? You'll have to be quick. Remember, there's only 10 seconds per question. Some are easier than others. Ready? Let's go. The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit of the tree, and I ate. Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word that I too may come and worship him. Cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is musing, or he is relieving himself, or he's on a journey, or perhaps he's asleep and must be awakened. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Unless I see in his hands the mark of the nails, and place my finger into the mark of the nails, and place my hand into his side, I will never believe. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Do not fear, for am I in the place of God? As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring it about that many people should be kept alive, as they are today. So do not fear, I will provide for you and your little ones. And who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you, for where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. And do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Rather, fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Let's see how you did. "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit of the tree and I ate," was said by Adam to God. Yes, that's right, Adam tried to blame God for his disobedience. "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word, that I too may come and worship him." This was Herod speaking to the wise men. He had an evil plan to find out where the new baby king, that is, baby Jesus, was born, so he could go and kill him. Cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is musing, or he is relieving himself, or he's on a journey, or perhaps he's asleep and must be awakened. This was Elijah mocking the priests of Baal. This was during the great showdown, when there was a competition to see which god could set fire to a sacrifice. The people had to choose between the true God of Israel or Baal. You can read all about this in 1 Kings chapter 18. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. These repentant words were uttered by one of the thieves crucified with Jesus to Jesus. He was God-fearing, repented, and believed in who Jesus claimed to be. Jesus replied, "Truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. Unless I see in his hands the mark of the nails, and place my finger into the mark of the nails, and place my hand into his side, I will never believe." This remark was made by Thomas to the other disciples. Thomas wasn't with the disciples when the risen Jesus first appeared to them. 8 days later, Jesus appeared to all of the disciples. Thomas then believed and said to Jesus, "My Lord and my God." "But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." This was declared by Joshua to all the tribes of Israel. It comes at the end of a long speech where the people are asked to choose who they will serve. He chooses the Lord, God of Israel. "Do not fear, for am I in the place of God? As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring about that many people should be kept alive, as they are today. So do not fear, I will provide for you and your little ones," was spoken by Joseph to his brothers. After their father Jacob had died, the brothers feared Joseph. He was powerful, and they'd been so cruel to him. But Joseph trusted God and knew he had worked through his difficult situation. He saw God's big picture and forgave his brothers. And who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this? This was said by Mordecai to Queen Esther. There was a plot to eradicate the Jews. Their only hope was for Queen Esther to go to the king and plead for their lives, except she couldn't approach the king without his permission, without risking death. But maybe God had put her in the royal palace for this very purpose. What will she do? Read the book of Esther to find out. "Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you, for where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." This is Ruth speaking to her mother-in-law Naomi. Ruth was a Moabite woman, but followed Naomi back to Bethlehem, casting off the gods from Moab and following the God of Israel. She eventually marries a man called Boaz, and she's the grandmother of King David. If you like a good love story, you'll love the book of Ruth. "And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather, fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell." These strong words were proclaimed by Jesus. He was talking to his disciples, preparing them for a missionary journey. He warns them that persecution is coming. He reminds us that it is God we should fear. So, how did you do? Let me know in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this Bible quiz, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when new quizzes come live. See you next time. One last question. Who do you fear more, man or God?